Well, first of all, I would like you to take your spine and elongate it. Elongate it not by using your muscles, by tightening them and trying to push your body up, by opposite, by releasing your muscles and having your spine elongate simply by stretching it up. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to take a hand and put it on your lower tummy, and take another hand and put it right in the back of your neck. As you do that, pull your hands a little bit towards each other and pull yourself up, thus creating a very straight spine and a straight position. Now, the next thing I would like you to think about is your neck and how the stretch continues all the way up to the back of the head, instead of all the way up through the neck and through the chin going out. This will make your position of the neck look bad. It's going to be tilted back. What we would like to do is create a longer neck in Samba. So you're going to pull the waist stretch from the back of the head. This is very important in the movements like Samba rolls, where your head, if it's looking like this, creates a short neck. Opposite, we want to stretch it from the back, creating a longer spine. Now, there are also 3 positions within your center, within your pelvic center and hips in Samba that we use throughout the movements. One of them is called neutral position. When we talk about neutral position, your hips are completely straight. They're not pushed back or pushed forward. They are in absolutely neutral position. You can practice neutral position by sitting down in a chair at 90 degrees, thus eliminating any arch or curve in your lower back. The second position is called pelvic tilt. What happens is that your pelvis or pelvic bone is tilting forward, not through the muscles, but simply through a tilt of pelvis. That action you use very often in Samba. It's used in a lot of steps. Now, the third action is not a fundamental basic position of the posture, but it is only used if it's choreographically designed. It's called contraction. So we can use contraction by taking your middle stomach, where you have your belly button, in and up. So what happens, your hips and your rib cage are coming towards each other. Not by curving your upper back, which creates a very horrible position, very dropped and heavy feeling, but by simply connecting your hip bones with your rib cage, keeping the upper back long and smooth, thus creating a contraction. Now, we are allowed to use contraction if we design to do so, but it's not a fundamental posture position. So let's recuperate. We take the tummy in, the back of the neck, stretch it towards each other and up, creating a longer neck going all the way up through the back of the head, trying to eliminate a chicken head. Second, we're going to use a neutral position of the hips. Third, we're going to try to move forward into a pelvic tilt by tilting pelvic under your own center. And the fourth, we're going to try to use contraction by taking your rib cage and your hip bones and connecting them together. Well, now we're going to try to continue with other subject. And after that, we'll show examples where we could use contraction, pelvic tilt, neutral position, and all the rest points of your posture.
Now we've done with the posture, and we continue with bounce and body weight. So, before we'll speak about body weight, let's find out what is it bounce. Why do we have to dance bounce? Which body parts we're going to use to create bounce? And do you have answer for these questions? If you don't have, we're going to try help you. So bounce. First of all, why do we have to do it? First of all, because bounce, this is the main characteristic action for the Samba, to make Samba look more different from Cha-Cha or Rumba or Paso Doble or Jive. So Samba came from Brazil, from Carnival, where people enjoying, having fun, and they have loose body, freedom in their body. So we would like to have freedom in our body too. In the first things to create these bounce, we would like to have freedom in our knees, in our legs. So Which body part will we use to create bounce? Of course, our knees. Our knees have to be very free in the joint and keep very free muscles to create this looseness and create softening, compressing in the knees and straightening. Compressing in the knees and straightening. 1 and 2. And soft, straight, soft. And soft, straight, soft. And soft, straight, soft. And soft, straight, soft. Now, before we will go more deep about explanation of bounce, I would like to come back and speak about now body weight. So, you know we can keep body weight on 3 major positions in our feet. The first position is going to be on the heel, on the center of the foot, second one, and last one on the ball of the foot, of course. So, which position we're going to hold it for body weight to create bounce? Which going to be much easier and make much easier and lighter your bounce? Of course, the ball of the foot. So if we place our body weight on the ball of the foot and we'll create posture, strong and straight spine, same like Karina told, and prepare our center a little bit higher to pull in and body weight on the ball of the foot. Now, with all these preparations, don't forget, keep free your body. Relax and keep loose. Yes? Now, we'll try to make bounce to softening our knees, compressing down and straightening. Softening and compressing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Now, we would like to go deeper about the bounce action. So, what kind of timing do we use for bounce? Of course, you know it. 1 and 2. So, how we can combine the timing of the bounce action 1 and 2 with action in our knees? Let's see. We're going to start from preparation, from lowering, so compressing our knee. So, first things we're going to create is straightening our legs, and it's going to happen on count and. So on end, we're going to straighten our knees and raise up. And of course, we're going to use a little bit of working in our ankle joint. And now, on count 1, we're going to lower down 1. And we raise again up and 2, lowering down. And 1 and 2. And 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Now, I would like to take basic step for the samba. And so, what we're going to do, we're going to make step forward, close foot, and step back, and close foot. So, first things, how it's going to happen with the timing. So first we have preparation, we're lowering, softening, compressing it down. Now on count 1, on count end, we have to raise our body, straightening our leg, and prepare our leg for the step. It's going to be end. Now on 1, we're lowering down 1. Now on end, start to raising up, and now on count A, which is quarter, we have to place ball of the foot A, and on count 2, we're softening down 2. And again, we start again from with the end, and we have to straighten our leg and prepare our leg. And now 1. Now on end, we start to raise, and on A, we close in foot, on the ball of the foot. A, 2, lowering down again, and one more time, and 1, and 2, 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 and 1, and 2. Good. I think it's pretty easy now. Now, I would like to speak on the same step and explain a little bit about body weight. So, in the beginning, we keep our posture and keep our body weight on the ball of the foot. Now, as soon as we're lowering, we still keep on ball of the foot. Next one, when we're raising up on count and we're preparing our leg to move forward. So tell me, where is our body weight going to be on a count and on the highest point? Of course, on a split position. On a split position on 2 feet, on the center between our legs. Now, what's happening on 1? On 1, we soften our leg and we start to pressing our knees down. 1, and same time, our body weight finally gonna arrive on the leg. 1. So what's happening? We're not staying 1, just the leg, and on end, we're not over our foot yet as well. So very important, on end, we keep split position, and now on 1, when we lower and pressing knees down, we have to complete our transfer body weight on the front leg. 1. Now on end, we start to raise, we keep on the ball of the foot now, we're raising up and ball of the foot and compressing knees down 2. Same thing happen on the back step when we're coming back. We're raising on end, preparing our leg, our body weight right now on a center split position. And as soon as we start compressing our knee down, with complete transferring body weight together with lowering. 1. Start raising up and closing foot on the ball of the foot. And compressing knees down 2. So I think it's really easy, understand, and I would like to try one more time. And 1 and 2. 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 And split position 1 and 2. I hope it's very clear for you, and I hope you understand a very importance of bounce action and body weight, where we're standing on the preparation step, on the position, and how we move our body weight forward on a basic step. Hey, I'm still here, I'm still with you, and I'm gonna continue with next subject, and I would like to explain about footwork, ankles, and leg action. And the first things, of course you remember, right before that I was explaining you about the bounce action and how we create and which body parts create. And you remember, our bounce creates by using our compression of our knees and straightening our knees. Now, I didn't explain you what in bounce action is well very important, your ankles and your feet, to create more softer, more controlled and more bouncy, springy action. So for that, first I would like to explain major position in your feet, and they are first toe, very high pressure on the toe. Now, after that we're gonna roll to the ball of the foot, and of course preferably inside edge of the ball of the foot. So we're never gonna use outside edge to open our knees and inner thighs muscles. We would like to create always closing. So inside edge of the ball of the foot, and of course heel. So we're gonna use ball, flat, heel. And on the way up, we're gonna roll same way. We're gonna roll from the flat position, from the heel, we roll into the ball of the foot. And if it's necessary for transferring our leg to the next step, we're gonna use toe. And we're lowering down ball of the foot, inside edge of the ball of the foot, and heel, flat. And ball of the foot, toe, ball, flat. Yes, now, I would like to explain about how our feet and our knees gonna work together for the bounce action. And I would like to first use an example, and I would like to explain about a very simple basic movement in a ballet dancing, which is plie. And I will get on soft knees. And first things, when we're raising up in a plie, we always use first straightening the legs. Right after, we continue raising up by using our feet. We're raising up using feet on the inside edge of the ball of the foot, of course. If you're able to keep balance. Now, on the way down, we have to lower heel first, and after compressing knee down. Now, do you think it's possible to use the same principle for samba bounce? I don't think so, because it's going to be really hard to create the same action in a samba. It's going to be very rough transferring from foot to knee, from knee to foot. So what I would like to do, I would like to do the same things. The only things I would like to close my feet to sixth position, which we used for samba, and not first position for ballet dancing. So I would like to close feet, and I would like to say sidewise, more comfortable for you to see it. And now I will do my preparation, softening my knees. Now, when I'm going up, when I'm rolling up, I would like to start rolling, of course, with my knees, to start straightening off my knee. Now, right before I complete my straightening of my knee, I would like to start already raise on my foot, to raise from the ball, from the flat position to the ball of the foot. I'm start raising up, and together with raising foot and straightening knee, we complete straightening. But don't forget, don't lock your knee completely, because in samba you don't have time to do this. Otherwise, your movement gonna be very rough with changes in your knees. So it have to be straightened, but slightly still soft and slightly bent. Now, on the way down, first we're gonna use the same principle. We start lowering our heel down, but before I touch with my heel of floor, I have to start already softening my knee to create softer transition of my work from my knee to the foot. Now, with softening my knees, I'm lowering my heel down and continue lowering, compressing my knees. So one more time, I'm raising up, start work with my knees, start work with my foot, and I complete straightening. And on the way down, I start lowering my heels, soft my knees, and I complete lowering my heel down. I think it's pretty easy to understand. It's very soft, very controlled movement, which is gradually transferring work from my foot to my knee, from my knee to the foot. Now I will try and show the same principle by using a basic step of the samba. And we lower into preparation, and we start to, actually I forgot one thing. Before we start, when we're lowering down, we're not staying on 2 flat feet. So, before I go on forward to make my step, I would like to, when I lower, I have to prepare my foot, my working foot, which will go now, move forward. I have to prepare and roll from my flat position to the ball of the foot. And now, continue to move, before I move my leg, I have to roll from my ball of the foot to my toe. Because remember, every time when we transfer our leg from one position to make our next step forward, we transfer not on the ball of the foot,